Listen, how do you know if she really for you if she not willing to give you everything? How do you know? How do you know? Tell me, how do you know? Is it what she told you at the dinner table when you was feeding her Ruth Chris? It was the fact that she told you that she was a submissive woman? Is it her father? She had a father in her life. She had a mother in her life. Her father was a simp too. How do you know that she's willing to give you everything? Anton, that only works for you. No, it worked for my brothers, all three of them. It worked for my father. It worked for my uncles. It worked for all of them. All of them are successfully married. How do you know? How do you know she's willing to submit to you? How do you know she's willing to get up under your vision? How do you know that she's going to hold you down if y'all go broke and then you climbing back up and you building it from scratch? How do you know she actually believes in what it is that y'all building? How do you know that she's fully invested? How do you know that she's not going to leave and take everything? Because she's already giving you everything. She has a vested interest in seeing you successful, which is one of the reasons why submission is so important. You keep talking about the fact that you don't want to risk it and this and that and so on and so forth because you don't know how to vet effectively in order to build to the point to where you can actually build a great and phenomenal, well-fulfilled relationship in marriage. How do you know she's not going to run when everything go bad? How do you know she's not going to get shifty? How do you know she's not going to cheat? How do you know she don't have a vested interest in seeing you successful? How? How? Tell me how. I'm curious. When I drop the link in the chat for you guys to be able to cam up, give me the game and you help me to understand how you can effectively vet a woman without her actually showing herself because they require you to be great at the finish line. I've seen so many women, including on Monday. I've seen so many women, including on Monday, sit here and tell me that they don't want a man based off of his potential. Don't date a man based off of his potential. Don't date a man based off of his potential. Don't date a man based off of his potential. They basically created a whole hook for it. They created a hook for it. I'm not dating a man based off of where he is. Well, that's why a lot of y'all are baby mamas today, because you didn't have any vision for what it is that this man was going to be, because you didn't look at the characteristics and what made him great. You were so busy focused on whether or not he was already what it is that you thought, carnally minded, and the stuff that came along with it of what success was supposed to be. And so as a result, you picked the wrong man, not the man that's best for you. How do you know? Tell me. How do you know? If she's not willing to give you, man, if you married today or you in a relationship today and she take her money and she do what she want to do and then she take your money and then if for y'all that's in the chat, and I know y'all here, I know y'all watching it, I know you restreaming it, it's some dudes over here that's still trying to tell me that they give their check to their woman in order for her to pay all the bills. Fam, you are sadly out of your purpose. You so far away from purpose that purpose can't chase you down. Purpose can't see you. Purpose is looking for you when it's trying to chase you down. And God got something for you, but it don't even know where to find you. It's calling out in the garden, Eden, Adam, why you out here wearing clothes, fam? What did you do? Oh, my bad, God. I was listening to my woman over there and she fucking gave me the fruit because she was over there talking to the serpent. She over there talking to the serpent. That's why God got to kick you out of the garden. Listen, I created this oasis for you. You had dominion over everything. All you had to do was continue to have fun, run around, let your Johnson hang out, let your third leg hit its calves and have a good time and fuck on everything. You ain't had to do nothing. You had everything. All I told you to do was not listen to that hoe over there. All I told y'all to do was don't eat from that tree. Don't eat from that tree. Don't listen to her, but continue to have dominion. And you over there listening to her. The minute that you start listening to her, you lost everything. How do you know that she's on her? If you don't think that that story was in there, if you don't think that that happened as a result of him trying to teach us a lesson on how it is that we need to manage ourselves in order to really give her the vision for what it is that she's supposed to do, that she's supposed to give you everything. If I don't have complete dominion over you, if I don't have the vision to be able to give to you, if I'm not in a position where you can submit to me, if you're not willing to obey the thing that's going to be the best for you, meaning that you the beneficiary of my greatness, you the one that's going to be the inheritance, you the one that's going to have the phenomenal kids, you the one that's going to drive the great cars, you the one that's going to decorate the house, you the one that's going to be doing all of the things that's fun and great. What did you do today? What did you go out and do today on a random Wednesday? You went and got a full massage, huh? What time did you set your alarm to wake up this morning? When you look out the window, what do you see? You see the water. What country did you just come from visiting? How much money did we spend in Tokyo?
I don't know. We blew a bag.
About 50,000. 50,000. Her investment, she put a down payment on her own future. Anton, why would you take a woman's money? Because she gonna get everything in return for it. She gonna be the beneficiary of my greatness. I need to know that you win. I need to know that you 100% all in on what it is that we gonna do. I need to know that you're going to give me your life, your sweat, your tears, your soul, everything. I want everything from you. I want your box. I want what's between your legs. I want your mind. I want everything from you. I want to be in charge of everything that you got going on. And you know you're going to be the beneficiary of the greatness. You're the one that get to live this life. What's your limit on spending? You don't what? You don't have a limit on spending. So you just go out and you just bust it down. You buy the bag. What store you go to before we went out of town? Just randomly on a Tuesday. You went to the Gucci store. Do you even know what the credit card bills look like? No. Do you even know what it is that I'm paying on a regular basis? If you giving her all that, I see you niggas out here simping and giving these chicks stuff and early in the relationship before she had a chance to prove herself. All because of what? She sucked you off? If you giving her all that without requiring her to make a down, you got to make a down payment and everything else in your life. You can't go and buy no home without making no down payment. And the bank can still take your stuff. How is they any different from the women that you date? You can't go and buy a home with no down payment. At the very least, you're going to pay 3.5%. 3.5%, and they still gonna put private mortgage insurance on your stuff if you're not putting 20% down. You got to put 20% down in order to really even get a regular mortgage, and you got to qualify with good credit. So you telling me she willing to obey and put everything down? You go to college in order to you make a down payment on your future, investing in college, hoping that you get a good job afterward that you still got to work for. And some of y'all never get out of student loan debt. You never get the job that you wanted. You never get the salary that you were supposed to get. You put a down payment on every single thing in your life, hoping to get a return on it. And you telling me that this is supposed to be different? So she get everything just because she her. And what other aspect of life does that make sense? What other aspect of life do you get something for nothing outside of a simp trying to save a woman that's for the streets? So she could submit to her boss in hopes that he write a good review at the end of the quarter and get nothing else out of it as a result of it, but she's not supposed to submit to you. She make a down payment. She will come up with whatever she got to come up with in order to go on that trip, in order to get that car, in order to go and finance their life away. I see women every day that are the most enrolled and the most in debt, and they will invest in their future hoping to get something out of it. But the very thing that's the most beneficial to you, which is the person that you lay next to every day, which is the person that God ordained for you to submit yourself to, you can't do it.